Hi traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all of you are doing good. Today we are going to live trade the markets. As we can see now, Nifty has opened up about 100 points gap up. We'll wait for the first 15 to 30 minutes and see what position we need to take. Let's look at option chain. For option chain data, I usually prefer to watch it on iCharts. 17200 is the straddle. Let's check if the data is updated as of now. Let's go to OI stats. So there are high number of puts which are there. Call writing has not started yet significantly. We will go to cumulative OI change and see what is the status here. So usually I prefer to look at near ATM strikes. So data is still getting, so you can see puts about like 19 lakhs and calls are about 9,80,000. So puts are higher as of now. So let's go to open high, open low. So this will also give us a good understanding of the market, which direction it's going to go. So you can see calls, we have certain open highs, but which are already hit. Open highs on puts are still intact. So there can be both direction move today. So as you can see, this is the first 15-minute candle. So this is the daily chart. On a daily chart, you can see the market has gapped up, and if at all this gap gets filled, then we can expect this candle to go lower than this. Usually, as per this setup technical analysis, if any gap up happens and the gap up touches the previous day's candle or any time period candle, you can say, then you can expect the next candle to be a red candle. So I hope this doesn't fill the gap today and it will continue to go up from here. So it depends how it shapes up, but this is a very positive sign. It has consolidated here for 3 to 4 days and then it gapped up into this zone. So we need one strong candle, like how this strong candles have formed while coming down. We need one strong candle to show the strengths of bulls, and then it can go above this level. It can clear off at least 3 to 4 candles, then we are done. We can say that the market has reversed. So what position we need to take as of now is about 5 minutes candle. I'm just waiting. Let's look at the option chain again. What I want to do is first take the hedges. So my hedges are usually, I will prefer to buy anything in the range of 6 to 8 on both sides. So let's buy 17,400 and 16,850. So let's add this. Nifty 16,850 put and 17,400 call. Okay, so at the moment I will buy these two 300 quantities. 300. So let's wait and watch for the first 15 minutes and then we'll take a position. You can see the RSI is also about 80, and this candle's low is important for us. If this red candle takes out this low, then we'll look at selling calls. Seventeen to 50, we'll add this 17 to 50 call. Let's look at how is the market moving. So index movers, Nifty indices, we go and check. So this is the moment in the market today. Reliance, ICICI Bank, Infi, TCS, LT, HCL Tech, all these are in good positive territory. Very few stocks. HDFC Bank is one which is a big uh, percentage in Banknifty, which is in negative territory today. Asian Paints, ITC, Power Grid. So let's see the sectors also. Consumer durables and powers is in negative, but rest all are in positive. Let's look at uh, Dow Jones. Dow Jones is also positive, which is on 200 period moving average. So this will also have a good impact. So market can stay positive, but we need to wait and trade, not rush into the trades. Even if I have to take a trade, I will wait for it near the super trend. Any rejection near the super trend or near the 20 period moving average, then I will see if I have to sell a call or sell a put. So we'll add the put also, which will add 16,150. Nifty 17,150 put is what we can add. Okay, basis the direction, we sell either of this. This is 9:15 candle, so another 3 minutes left. So let this 15 minutes candle finish off, and then we decide. Let's look at a half an hour time frame. See, it has opened up about this level. This was the previous level where it was holding 1, 2, 3, and this was a fourth time. Okay, so if we draw a line here, this can be one place where the price can come, and if it holds that level, then we can say that it is going up from there. So first 30 minutes, as you can see, the candle is turning red. So the first 15 minutes candle is turning red. So this low is important for us. We'll also check the volume on Nifty future. Nifty future chart. You see the volume. First candle, second candle red, Third candle is also red. And in option selling, you have to hold the position for long. So usually we make the entries and hold the position till the time either stop loss hits or the day ends. So that's how we are going to trade today. So for me, what is the low for this candle? This was 17,198. This was 17,229, 17,202. So the low is still intact. It has not been broken by any candle, uh, but it's not the case in spot. 17,170.55, 17,169, 17,170. So this has already broken the low. So let's check the OI stats, cumulative OI. We can see that puts are increasing, 45 lakhs, 53 lakhs, 59 lakhs. Calls are increasing at a slower pace, not at that high rate. So we can expect a bullish move according to this data. Let's look at overall status. Open interest overall status, we have call writing about 92 lakhs on 17,200 call. Okay, so we need to have 17,150 put to rise so that the market starts going up. But if you change in OI, you can see 17,200 put is written big time. So it's a very positive sign. Let's see how the market shapes up. I am still not clear because of the gap up, and then uh, it has to give a rejection at super trend. Then only we can take a trade, or we wait. We have to wait it out. We are not going to rush. Okay, so for me, I think this is a powerful sign. Okay, 15 minutes candle was rejected and then the low was broken. So what I'll do is I'll go for this position right now, which I will be selling a call which is 17,200 call. Okay, 17,200 call is what we are going to sell, 300 quantities. Okay, so we have sold 17,300 call, 58.99. What is our stop loss? We are going to put a stop loss of 30%. Okay, so what is the price we have sold? We have sold at 58.99. Our stop loss will be 130%. So stop loss is going to be this much, 76. And how much will be the loss which we are going to bear if we go wrong is 17 points. 17 points into 300 quantity. So 5,309 is my risk for this trade. Okay, so 5,300 is the fixed risk I have seen that I'm going to take on this trade if it goes against my view. As per this, our stop loss was how much? Our stop loss was 76. So we'll put a stop loss of about 77 and 78. So as you can see, we are already making a 2000 rupees profit on this trade, which is a very good sign. So we have taken an entry before the super trend was broken. So now the super trend is broken. And if you want to see the double super trend, what is the status? We can look at the status of double super trend here. You can always save these kind of views on SAS Online, and whichever view you want to choose, you can choose. So what I'll do is I will add one more super trend. 14 and 1. Okay, so both the super trends are broken right now. See, the process is important. You need to follow the process. If you follow the process easily, you can make money. Now let us look at this chart. Our target for this 15 minutes is going to be 17,033. So at the same time, we should ensure that we don't lose any of our profits. Profit is about 2,100. Market is coming down very nicely. So let it fall. So the funds what we have today is about 4 lakh rupees. So even if I get 4,000, I'm going to exit the trade and stop for the day. For 4,000, what is the number we need to have? 10 points is about 3,000. Okay. So how much is that? Let's calculate. For me to make 4,000 on 300, I need about 14 points, you can say. Okay, 14 points is what we want. So 14 points. So 44.99 or 45 is what we should try to set a target. See, there's nothing wrong in booking the target and waiting for another entry. This is a very powerful setup, guys. This candle closing like a topping tail bar, that to a gapped up bar, and then the next candle immediately breaking the low is a very powerful signal. That is the reason I have taken the trade. But you can see there is a 20 period moving average halt, So the market can come up to 200 period moving average halt and stop here, because you can see this 20 period moving average and the 200 period moving average are both going to do a crossover here. It's a very critical point here we have to see. The low of this candle was 48.5. What we need is about 45. So the best thing to do right now is to not lose any money, is to trail your stop loss to 59. Or maybe just hold on with the 66.4. You can trail with the super trend 66.4. So what I'll do is I'll do a 67. I will trail it to a 10 point down, which is 67 and 68. See, why am I doing this? Anything can happen. See, in the markets, you have to be always saving your capital. That is main agenda. The profit is gone. You can see 300's come back to that level. But we should always try to cap our risk. Now our risk has come down with this stop loss movement. If this breaks again, then we wait for an entry on the long side. So there is a powerful comeback which is happening. See, focus on learning and not on making money at the moment. And market can go in one direction or the other direction, but you should be able to easily switch your positions and go according to the market. If you stay rigid or take it on your ego that I have shorted, it has to go only in my way, my profit is gone, that's not going to. You always have to have a appetite to take the risk which you have already calculated, or take the target. So if my target is not coming, then I should ensure that I have trailed my stop loss and I have been sitting on it so that I can take that hit. So this is also a very good rejection which happened at the super trend. So now, is there any volume on this? Volume was also decent on this rejection. This candle, there is not much of a volume. RSI is at 50, 55. So mostly what happens is they will scare people who have shorted, and they will go into this particular zone and then come down from there. So if you see 15 minutes candle bouncing from the super trend, and this is a level where I told you, right, 220 are merging. So which is overall good sign for the market if it starts to move up from here, taking the support, and we can immediately change our positions as soon as our stop loss is hit and go on the other side. If not, we continue in this direction. Look at the power. So I'm just looking at this power. It is very powerful rejection which is happening at super trend, which is telling us that this move will not sustain. As you can see, it has already come to 62. So our stop loss is at somewhere around 66.5. So there will be a rejection. It can take the stop loss here, or it can get rejected from there. So we will see what is the kind of volume which is coming on this candle. This candle is very critical. But if you have noticed, the future super trend is not broken. Let's see. Spot future trend is super trend is broken and it is above. So future is giving a long entry basis the super trend, but spot is giving a short entry basis the super trend. So which one you want to go? You will get confused, but I will always prefer to go with spot because it has worked for me. People say that future is the one which is getting traded, but spot has always worked for me. So I always prefer to go by spot because all these moving averages, lines, and everything uh, are like coming from the beginning for spot, and this gives me a clear indication. For future, it is getting restricted to 1 month. Yes, we will have only 1 month data here. It's not a running contract. So that way, I would prefer my personal choice to go with spot. So don't be in a panic to okay, I was in 3000 profit, now I've gone minus 600. It all is part of the game. So don't get into panic and try to cut your position and get depressed. And that is not the psychology you should have. You should be ready to even take your stop loss if it hits and then change your position. And the direction is right, then you will definitely make money. Let's wait and watch. Let's see what is happening on OI stats. Calls are written at 17200. The put writing went up to 89 lakhs. Call writing is slowly increasing, but up to 37 lakhs. But there is a drop here, 2 lakh drop, and now again it's come back to 83, 89 to 83. Still there is 6 lakhs, 5 lakh 50,000 short here on this drop. So let's see if it is going up from here or this is going to increase. See, there are so many data points in the market. If you keep looking at all of them, you will get super confused. One thing will say bullish, one thing will say bearish, another thing will say is neutral or something else. But you know, the best way to trade is go with technical analysis and have your risk management in place. So this is the most important part which you have seen in today's live video. If you do this every day, you will know what is your risk. Okay, basis that only you will trade. So my risk is this much. Now my risk is not even this much now. It is 66. So it has reduced now, 58 minus 66. So it is 8 points risk I am putting into market, which is this much, which is 2400 is my risk right now. So initially I planned for a 5300, later I tailed it to 2400. If it turns positive, well and good. So that is what is most important. Whichever strategy you follow, whichever data point you follow, whatever you want to do, you have to calculate your risk and you should be ready and acceptable with that. If 5000 is not acceptable for you, then reduce the quantity. If you feel that according to your capital, okay, I can only do 2000 risk per trade, so just put 2000, then that is acceptable to you. Don't try to go above that. And build up this process, build up this style of trading and process, and log everything so that it will give you results in long run. It's not like one trade or two trade, I show you 3000, just book it and then I post that video. It is not what is trading about. It should not excite you that way. It should be a boring process for you, and you should always follow the rules and sit and keep watching the market. and follow your simple rules what you have set, and follow the risk management rules. That's it, you're done. Now if it continues to fall, I'm not going to do anything from here. I will just wait, because I told you that it has to close somewhere below the Bollinger Band for me, 17,000 below. If any candle comes there, I will close it. See, these two candles are very volatile. It got rejected from the top. Lot of selling came from this level, then lot of buying came from this level. Now again, a red candle is getting formed. If bears were winning in this candle, bulls were winning in this candle is the deciding factor. If this is won by bears, then it will break this level and come down till 17,000, this level. And if it sustains, then it can come back to the 200 period moving average level. So that's how you can see literally in live market today. I'm happy to share and do this video to you. Today I got a little bit of time to do that. For me, I don't see it as like, if I take the stop loss now, 2,400 is not a kind of thing which is going to depress me that 2,400 is gone. No, because the trade is still on. I'm going to see for the opposite direction. Like if it is giving me a direction on the opposite side, I'm going to latch onto it immediately and then continue with the same risk management there. If any volatile day market goes both sides, then I will trade for 2 times and sit tight. I won't do it much because it's in my control. My mind is in my control. Always you have to control your mind. You don't have to play what market is trying to play with you. You have seen that 2 instances you have gone wrong, then close the day and sit and watch the market nicely. Nothing is going, no, there's always a tomorrow. Although this is very powerful, I will tell you why this is so powerful in some other video, because there's a detailed explanation which I should be giving about this strategy, and which is the only reason why I've taken a short trade. I've taken a short trade here, and then it gave a super trend entry on spot. Now, the way the algos are working these days is they take a short position, they book it very quickly, trail candle by candle and get out. I could have trailed it and got some money out, but that's not the style which I want to do. I want to give price a little more space so that it can play around. You can't go too tight, because in the long run, if you go too tight, uh, every time you'll be getting out with short profit, short profit, short profits, and when the stop loss hits, that stop loss will not compensate your losses. RSI is not supporting, so you can see the RSI is about 50. See, understand the market players who are on the other side, who are putting a lot of money every day and trying to take out money from all no voice traders. What is their psychology? They will definitely don't want to give you any move in one direction so that you make quickly money and get out, because they know that manually it is not possible for anybody to do it. So what they do is they take you in like 20-30 points in one direction, immediately they reverse, and again they take you above a level which can have a lot of stop losses and create panic and then exit. If you have seen this bounce was so powerful. This bounce was so powerful, and people would have panicked and exited here. But see the kind of drop which is coming right now. And if you want to see the volume on this, see the volume is not that much. which is also again an important factor. See, volume is not that much, but it is coming down. So we actually don't know whether it is a bullish thing or a bearish thing. My stop loss is still intact, 67. Let it be there. But we are going to follow the rules. So today, the main idea of making this video is to show you how you should follow the rules. Whether the, when you follow the rules, you accept the loss, that's okay. Making money is part of this overall game, and losing money is also part of all this. But when you lose, how much you should lose, and when you gain, how much should you gain, is there in your hand. When you are gaining, leave it to the market. It will give you as much as it can, basis the direction of the market. But when you're losing, you should be able to cut it. You're not going to give more than what you have decided. So that's what I wanted to showcase, so that people understand the seriousness of this particular profession. And you have to be very professional. Otherwise, when you become very disciplined with your own money, then only people will trust you and come and give you their money also to trade. That's the kind of skill you will develop. Not everybody can become a painter, not everybody can become a race car driver, not everybody can become a good carpenter or a good engineer or anything. Every field has an expert. Okay, so your job is to become an expert, and you have to dedicate your time for that. Only then you can show the results to the people, and people will also be convinced with the way you're doing. So try to be an expert at that game, and that is going to happen only when you put in your time, money, everything into it. Only then it is going to happen. Don't go for too short time frames. 1 minute time frames are very volatile, and lot of patterns form at different time frames. So if you're going for a short term, like high volume scalping, then you can go for short term. But if you want to avoid risk, have a systematic approach, then 5 minutes, 15 minutes is a good time frame for you. Let's look at the position. So we are 1100 negative now. What is the price of the put? Put is at 63, call is at 60. So if you see, both are at the same level. So most of the time, if you get a level like this, people prefer to write a straddle. So now that's a good point, that why we didn't write a straddle. See, the problem with straddle writing today is that a lot of algos are being used for writing 920 straddles, 930 straddles. So obviously the market players are watching these algos and their stop losses. They know that if they do a 920 straddle and they have a 30% stop loss or a 20% stop loss, they have to move the market 20% here, 20% here. That's it. They are done for the day. They are going to make the money. So it's always better to follow a systematic approach. Take one direction. If the direction goes wrong, then you take an entry on the other side. So you are ideally making a straddle, but a systematic straddle, that okay, my view was short, I sold a call. When my view changed, I sold a put. My stop loss on the call was 30%, stop loss on the put was 30%. So that way, uh, if both continue in the same range below 30%, you're going to make money on straddle. If one breaks, other continues, you're going to make money on the other leg. And you can keep trailing the stop loss. So now I think there is some kind of push which is coming. Let's see, but we have to see it on the spot chart. Spot chart is near my super trend. Super trend is colliding with this 50% candle, where there was a fight between bull and bear. where bear won this fight and then it has taken it down. So again, if this comes to this level, there are certain kind of selling pressure which will come. So this super trend will be a deciding level for us who is going to win, whether it is a bull or it is a bear. So you need a lot of patience if you're trading the market, because market will do or don't do anything. You have to be sitting quiet without playing around with the system, not even looking at the MTM, because if you keep looking at the MTM, there are a lot of mistakes you will do. So just don't do that. And psychology is a very big factor in trading. For example, if you don't have any other source of income and you're completely dependent on the market, then your trading will become very, very difficult. Because the moment you see this 1,000 rupees negative, you will get into panic. So much panic over shit. First of all, I don't have any other source of income. I'm losing my existing money. Okay, I should cut the position. So, like that, you keep cutting positions and you keep losing money more and more. So, you have to have that backup to actually get into trading. So, that's why I would say that always have a second source of income and then only you should come into trading. Otherwise, your psychology will be bad. Otherwise, your psychology should be so strong that even if you have like 5 lakh rupees as capital, you are able to take the risk and also take the reward with so much discipline, which is very difficult. But yes, you can definitely do it. So whatever I'm saying today is being displayed on the chart. So that is what is experience. So you need to understand how this game works. Whatever you see is deceiving you. That's the reason you need to know the levels and you need to know how this technical analysis works. Now you go back and see the PNL. It's in positive territory, right? Future is also giving an entry on the short trade now. Now you will understand why I was saying that I always prefer spot, because spot has given me a short entry before than the future. Future is now it's going to, if this super trend is break, then it gives you a short entry. But future, a spot has given you before. So spot is always a little forward. RSI is also coming down. So any kind of buying can come always below this 20 line. So if you see a good candlestick pattern position and then it is below 20 in the range of 10, 12 and all, then you can plan for buying. Volume earlier used to be very important, but these days volumes are not that important, because see, the entire volume is not been given to the market, especially to these brokers and everybody in terms of real time. Some institutions share the volume end of the day for settlement. So the volume can reflect end of the day. So there can be a change to it. So it is not that dependable. So only confidence why I have taken this position is because this setup is called as bear 180. That means one green candle is taken over by a red candle. So it is the low is broken. Then I've taken an entry. You can clearly see early on a 15-minute time frame. So now this particular zone where here 20 and 200 are going to merge is a critical zone. So I'm only assuming that this will drop into this zone. RSI will come down. Then slowly it will start picking from there. So our exit will be whenever it drops below this low, the first low which is made, and it should hit the 44 mark on the call. So this is what 50 it has come. Our target should be somewhere around here 45. This is a zone. This is our target zone, and it's not going to give you easily. It is not going to give you easily, my friend. Okay, so it is going to play around, push you, pull you, drop you, pick you up. It will do everything. Watch this drama. This is the most interesting drama if you can watch, because here you are the character which is being played. The way these candles move, your emotions will keep switching, and it will make you uh, like an actor who's doing all wrong things because of the villain. Here, market is not the villain. Market is yourself. The market is just showing you what you need to do, and you are the villain. Your mind is the villain, which will give you different directions, different ideas. Because as a human beings, we are like so grown up like this. Okay, even if you're riding a bike, you'll say this is coming, we'll go this way. This is coming this way. So it'll keep throwing random things at you, and you have to ensure that you dodge, and wherever you want to go, that you should focus. Today being a holiday, uh, I would prefer to take the target and exit, and have some other fun and spend some time. So that is why I'm looking for a short target, say 44, 45 of the call we sold, and then we can exit. That will be 1% for the day. It is only 10 o'clock, and it will go on till 3:30 or 3:15, because 3:15 is the time when all these things will exit. So you can see puts have been rising from there. Even the call is also rising at a very fast pace. Put has gone to 94 lakh, call has gone to 53 lakhs. So let's see who wins. Whoever wins, we will go that side. As simple as that. It's a powerful zone. If this super trend breaks, then our target will be achieved. I'm also trying to code some algos. Let's see if it has taken an entry or not. So algo has triggered. It has sold put. So which is actually to the opposite direction what we are doing. So it is in 450 loss. So let's see. Because see, being a human, you know that there are certain times when you have to take an exception. I have taken an exception from the rule because I know this pattern is powerful, which the algo had to be fed. So all the kind of reactions you do has to be fed to the algo. If you are a successful trader, only then your algo will also be successful. First, to be to make a successful algo, you need to be a successful trader. That means totally disciplined, totally rule based trader. If you are successful on your own, then you can make an algo because it is the same personality which is going into the algo, and the algo will also make money for you. But if you are struggling to make your own money as a manual trader, then what you feed in the algo will also be the same results. There's no difference. So you have to be a successful trader first to make a successful algo. Remember that. Only then you know the rules, you know what works for you. You're going to put it into the system, and that will be your unique product. That will be your niche product, which is only behaving like you behave, which is your personality. So it is not that easy that you go into the market, pick up an algo which is showcasing so much of good results because of back testing. It is not necessary that it is going to give you the same result in the future testing, because markets are evolving and changing, and more and more algos come into the market, and then it will start changing that direction. It's not going to give money to everybody, right? It is either they win the money or you win the money. So it is coming from one person to another person. So the other person has to put in more effort, more money, more systems, more high speed data, so that he keeps winning the maximum amount of time. And when he loses small. So that is the crux of this business. So don't think that you will go and pick up an algo from TradeTron and you start making money. It is not going to happen always, because first of all, if you don't know what you are picking up, what strategy you are picking up, then obviously you are not going to understand if you start losing. And algos are the dangerous things. If they don't perform or don't click an order in the system, then your loss can go big time. So algos have to be tested thoroughly in all market conditions in like 3 to 4 months. Only then you can deploy an algo. Just a second, guys. Let's do one thing. Let's do a marking of this level. Why this level is important? Because if this level is broken, this will be the target for that. Although I may not continue for full day today, but still I'm showing it to you. $15. You see here also bears won this game. Now here also bears are winning this game. And if they break this low, then the next level of support is at 17,100. What is happening in cumulative Y? See the rapid jump in calls, flat inputs. Okay, the jump is fast on calls. What we'll do is we'll try to put a limit order of 44. Okay, so now we have a target and a stop loss. Both are there. So here our super trend is also changed. So it's become 64.4. So what we can do is we can change this order also. We can make it 65 and 66. So keep trailing your stop loss basis the super trend. Normal psychology will be like see, I had profit of 3,000, then it went into negative territory. Now again I'm getting the profit of 3,000. Why not I just quickly close it and wait out? But that is not the way you should trade. You should always follow your rules, because if you can't wait for your target to hit, you will not be able to wait your stop loss to hit. And telling you stop losses will hit faster than the targets. So every time if you cut your position before the target and stop losses get hit 100% of the time, even then you are in net loss. When I actually put this video on YouTube, maybe I'll do a little bit of fast forward for you to see this video in a shorter time. So let's wait. What is going to be our outcome today? I see 17,150, both are at the same price, 73, 76. Straddle writing. So there is a concept of, you see the calls are jumping 61 lakhs. This is 96. This is 61 lakhs. So something is happening. See, in market always something is not visible to you. It keeps happening in the background. The data shows okay, puts are higher, I should be going long, calls are lower, but you see the market is coming down. So always try to read, but chart has already told us, given us an entry. But if you want to validate it with data, it will not happen. So there will be days where your chart is also same thing, data is also same thing. Then that's a best day for you. Go for it. But when there is a choice between the data and the chart, I would always prefer to go with chart, because chart tells me 100% accurate all the time. Data can be manipulated with various ways, whether it's a delay in data or it is data which is half given or half hidden, we don't know. But chart, the price has moved up, gapped up, and a lot of people would have exited here. It's coming down, then again there is no force, so again it is coming down. So like that, it's sitting on a 48 now. And what is future volume is all reds are more today. See, now it will come fast. It's 47. Let it break this low, which is at the last point from where it bounced. So people who wanted to exit before this, they have taken it in the opposite direction. Now they're coming back to give that. So you need to have patience for this bounce. See, always understand this particular rule. This was a high Fibonacci retracement. It is more than 50%. It is 60%. Okay, whenever 60% retracement happens, then if it doesn't make a new high, then it is going to go down. So see this drop also. This drop, it has not gone past beyond 50%, which is a good sign. If it had gone up to 60%, then I would have exited because it's super trend. Then the trend would have reversed. Now this drop respected this 50% and it is breaking this low. So this will break this low and then it will come down to that level which we discussed, which is your 15 period, 200 period moving average, which is 1700, or 15 period super trend 17122. What was the low of this? 17,132. What is the low of this? 17,132.9, 0.4, 0.9. Another 4 or 5 points it has to drop to break that low. Let's see if it drops. नाश्ता दे देना 64. एक्सेप्ट करने वाले थे लोग. Now this has to be trailed to 64, 65. Actually, it doesn't matter, 1 point difference. So let's let it be that way. Wait. till it gets hit. You have to wait. Have patience. With these kind of candles form, what is this candle telling you? That it started dropping the red bar and there's a lot of buying came. So this buying has absorbed this selling and it closed here. Okay, so all the buying happened and the orders were triggered and the next buying also happened. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars it has come nicely and one green bar. If you are a too conservative trader, you can always trail with candle by candle. But these kind of wicks which come on Nifty Banknifty, they usually hit that. So that's why I don't prefer. Maybe on equity or a stock, you can trail candle based candle, or maybe you can do it on a 15-minute candle because those are more reliable. This high, this high, this high was 64, this high is 58.7, this high is 53.3. So like that you can keep trailing your stop loss if you want to trail it basis the candle, not on the 5 minute or 1 minute or 3 minute chart because it's useless to do that. So the way you have to wait out is difficult if you're doing only this thing. So that is the reason I would say that you should have some other work or some other source of income so that you can keep doing that and have alerts in the system whenever it triggers your stop loss or it triggers your target, you will come to me. What is happening in the index movers? You can see Nifty is only 29 points positive. Reliance is up 0.05%, 0.04%. Marginally profit because we have with a gap. HDFC is drawing down. Bank and banks are down. Axis Bank, Kotak Bank. Sectors, any change? We have seen these two sectors. Now healthcare is also down. Services is marginal, so services can also come. And if you see, hardly chemicals, construction, they're all flat. IT is also flat. 0.01. Now services is 0. Return cost to power is negative. So that change reflected here also. So is it hitting your 15-minute stop loss, trailing stop loss? Yes, 15 minutes high was 53.3. 53.3. You can exit at 53.3 if you want. Basis the success of this session, live session, we will try to do live trading sessions at least a couple of days in a week. Let's see how it goes. Today being a holiday, kids are at home. So that's the reason I want to put this up quickly and move on with other things of the day. Come on, come on, come to daddy, come to daddy, come to daddy, come on, come on, come on. At times, if you're near the expiry, even if the spot doesn't move that much because of the time decay, the target will be hit. So keep a watch on that as well. 50. It's reversing. So this is again a reversal pattern forming. Let's check the key levels here on the 15-minute time frame. Key level is super trend level, and this was the low. Again, from that low, there's a green candle form. If this candle holds, this 10-15 candle, closed green, 4 candles. If it has to break this super trend, this candle should help. High of this candle was how much? Let's see. 53.55. So your stop loss got hit here. 15 minutes trailing stop loss. Or you wait for this high to break 58 points. After this candle close, then only you can see that your stop losses are hit. So your trailing stop loss condition should be, your stop loss will be here first. Then after this candle closes, it will be high of this candle. This candle closes, then it will be high of this candle. This candle closes, it will be high of this candle. Okay, then this candle closes, it will be high of this candle. So this stop loss is hit in this candle right now. Today being a holiday, also not many um, brokers will be active or traders will be active. Celebrate festival, so that's the reason it can also be very slow today. I have cut off some of my portfolio stocks because I basically trade with pattern, which I have shown in my previous videos. So if that pattern is broken, I exit and I take an entry again when there is a pattern giving me an entry. So it's the same rule, guys. Like whatever you are seeing here in trading, live trading, it's a similar kind of a rule which I follow on uh, investment strategies also, but on a longer time frame. So here it is reversing, but future is also short. The volumes are too low. Let's wait. We can trail the stop loss if it has come. It is at 63 now, 60, 65. Decent thing. Always remember that bull 180 or bear 180 are very powerful, and location wherever they form, these locations, like if it is near 20 period moving average and there is a red bar like this and a green bar which takes away, then it's a longer trade. Okay, so now at this juncture, if you see this is a green bar, and if this red bar closes below this, that will also be a confirmation for you that this level will break. Let's see if market favors us today. Discipline has to be at a different level if you have to become a trader. As if you're wanting to become a trader who's going to do only this, then you have to be highly disciplined to wake up early, get yourself dressed up, go into the room by 8:30, start analyzing the market. Do not take trade just because you're sitting there to take trade. There has to be an entry, and basis that entry, only you have to enter the market because your intention is to make money from the market. And trailing has to be proper. Stop loss trailing has to be proper to book profits. And always have a target in mind, whether it is 1% of capital you deploy or 2% of capital you deploy. That's good enough for you. So ideally, if you see what kind of deployed capital we have today, I have available about 2 lakhs. So I have only deployed about 2 lakh capital. 2 lakh capital, if I'm getting 4,000, which is easily about 2% return, which is decent for a day like this. So this low is important. So the low of this candle was 17,133.2. This is 17,138.05. This is 17,137. So 17,133.2 has to be broken. Usually I've seen the targets are always outside of Bollinger Bands. If it opens outside of Bollinger Band, the target is always outside of it. Either stop loss, either target. So with that logic, I have a bigger target also, but still, I don't want to waste full day of mine. Let's check this cumulative open interest. See the jump in the calls. The speed which calls are going up, and it is still at 96, and this has already reached 80 lakhs. This is the way you should read the data. But did the data tell you before what entry to take? No. After you've taken the entry, data is confirming that you are doing the right thing. And what is in your control if you're doing the wrong thing? Your risk, your stop loss. See, I can trade with more quantity, but my rules are a little different. I trade on one side, the quantity. Then if the market hits my stop loss, then I enter the other side with similar quantity. So I try to keep some capital at hand, not deploy full. Depending upon the days, if the day is good, then we deploy full capital. If this low is broken now, 17133, 17132. So this level is broken. This low was 17132.4, 17131. So that low is also broken. So ideally, our stop loss or target should be hit now soon. So what is the trail now? It is at 62, 63, 62, 63 is our trail. I want to hear this sound when this target is hit. It is definitely not going to give you easily. If I kept a target of 44, it came up to 45. And from 45 to 44, we don't know, it can come quickly or it can take some time also. So you need to have that patience. The only agenda I am showing you this video is to show how you should have patience. See, there is a green bar which is coming. Hold it. Some stop losses would have triggered here because a lot of people had stop losses below this. How do I mute, unmute? I think I should put a number and apply. Or is it better I put a symbol? Let me put a symbol. Let me put this. Okay, so I have to put something for unmute also. No? Unmute, we will put nums log button. Apply. Okay, this is unmuted. Right. So good. Let's see if the target is getting hit so that I can go for my breakfast. जरे भाई तेरा रास्ता देख ले. We have to sing a song. Now it is 61, 62. Let's trail this. 61. Always follow the rules. You know that we are close to the target. But yes, slightly short of this super trend. It's a very slow market today. In this video, you are seeing my setup. You are seeing my risk management. You have seen the way I am trading. So I hope this will give you confidence. And why I prefer option selling over option buying? Because it suits my personality. Option buying, you have to be very quick, very quick, and it will give you good adrenaline rush, and you feel excited. Oh yes, I have made so much money in 5 minutes. But at the same time, it is very difficult to apply rules to option buying, because option buying you have to do only with in the money options, not out of the money options. So in the money options, you have to always ensure that there is a stop loss, proper stop loss. And if you want to go for averaging, then there is again a risk, bigger risk, because the days when you take the entry with 100 quantity and it's your target, you make say X amount. And the days when your target is not hit and it starts going down, you keep averaging. So your quantity goes up from 100 to 200 to 300. And even there, if you hit 10 points stop loss, then your loss is bigger. So overall, in that game, you will be net negative. So option buying you can do if you have a specific set of rules, like 10 rules which are getting satisfied, and you take an immediate entry, have a 20% stop loss, and exit. And your stop losses will hit frequently, especially in these options, because there are a lot of spikes which come up and down. Some spikes are not even visible on the chart, but the price will get triggered. So you have to be very sure what exactly you need to do. So it is not giving us easily for that 1 point which we wanted. It is going up, it is going down. Now it is at 60. Low of this candle was 45. See, 45 was the low. Just 1 point below was our target. Why I kept 44? Because I wanted something outside of Bollinger Band. Why I keep shuffling between futures and spot is just to see is there any anomaly which is forming, or is there any volume which is appearing. Although it doesn't make any difference because rules have been followed. So I'm going to switch off the display for a while and see if I can have my breakfast. The super trend is such a great indicator which moves along with the market, and you can happily trail with that. And that Yeah. So super trend is one reliable indicator where you can trail along with the entries and move along with the super trend, but always put like 1 or 2 points above the super trend as your stop loss. And if you're getting an entry like this, okay, you have to wait for this rejection. On this rejection, you can add more quantity. We also have to check whether it filled the gap or not. The high of yesterday was 17,127.7. The low is about 17,207, 17,127.6, 7.7, 127.6. So it is filling the gap, which is a bad thing actually. It's a negative sign which I told you in the beginning that if it touches the candle like this, there can be further drops in coming days. Now you can see both call and put are almost at same level. 96 it is and calls are 93. So calls are being written heavily. It's a waiting game. Have patience. It's ticking. You can look at the option chart, otherwise you prefer not to look at the option chart also. But for me to trail, it's a very good thing if I look at it. So for all of those people who are getting impatient, let me do one thing for you guys. So at least something for you guys to be happy about. So I'm just modifying it 0.5 so that you can have some relief. I know if anybody watching this video full till now, they will be under so much stress that why am I not taking the profit on the table? Now I can do a little aggressive trading also because the candle is near the super trend. Now how to do aggressive trading? You can have the high, this high as your stop loss, which is 52. Why I kept 44.5? Because see, this is the barrier 44.5. So I've just kept it there so you can understand that we have moved from here to here to here to here to here, just short little. Wait, wait, and wait. Wait, my friends, wait. I was able to finish my breakfast because the market is slow today. Yeah, at times it happens very quickly, and very quickly I'm able to see some good profits. But today is not one of the day, but today it's a very good day for you to see this video and learn. Come on, come on, come on. Come to daddy. Come to daddy, my friend. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Yes, yes. It is, guys, finally done with our stop losses. Always remember to cancel your open orders. We're finally done with our profit. So we made a nice profit of 4,257. So what I'll do is I will try to close the trade now. So everything is closed. So this is a 4,252 profit made in front of your eyes. See how quickly it has gone and can you see that? I told you guys the target will be outside of Bollinger Bands, but yes, see, even after so many years, even I like still there. I told you this candle form, the target is below the Bollinger Band. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being patient and watching this market. We made a profit of 2% on the capital what we had. So funds are now 4 lakh 8. The profit added. So great. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Bye.